evening. Colors.
Let us pray. Gracious God, we are thankful for this milestone this evening, the graduation of these wonderful students from Aiken Tech. We're grateful for their faculty, we're grateful for the administration, and all those who support Aiken Technical College. We're thankful for the parents, the friends, all those persons who have been encouragers, supporters. Oh God, hear our prayers of gratitude and thanksgiving. Bless each of these students as they make their way in new ways into the world. Open the doors for them so that they may see your guiding light. Bless their families. Continue to bless this wonderful institution. Help us in this community, in this country, to always be observant of who you are and the difference you can make in our lives. In your name we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. Well, good evening. On behalf of Aiken Technical College's faculty, staff, and administration, it is an honor to welcome you to our 2017 commencement ceremonies. Before they exit the gym, I want to thank the Midland Valley High School Navy Junior ROTC for presenting the colors today. Please give them a round of applause. Today, this is the second of two graduation ceremonies that we've hosted at Aiken Technical College. Tonight, we honor the graduates of our allied health and technical education programs. This afternoon, we held a graduation ceremony for the business, computer technology, general education, and nursing programs. Being the new president, I discovered that our first graduation today broke a record. Apparently, we were done much more quickly than we have been in the past, and that went over well. So with that in mind, we're going to do the very best to get you out of here in a timely fashion, and accordingly, this concludes our graduation ceremony. You're graduated. But no, we wouldn't want to do that to the graduates or to the friends and family and the faculty and staff, because all of these individuals are a key part of this milestone in your life today. For the graduates who are walking across the stage tonight, each of you may have come here for very different reasons. Some of you came here to get your first 2 years out of the way before you move on to a bachelor's degree at a four-year college. Some of you came here to improve your lives by getting a better paying job so you could help yourselves and your families. And still some of you may have come here with absolutely no clue what you wanted to be when you grew up. And along the way, you found out what that was, and here you are today. Along the way, you've had both personal and educational successes, maybe a few setbacks here and there, but nonetheless, even when there were times you might have thought about quitting, you persevered and you have arrived to this point. It was that persistence that may have led you to the dean's list. It may have led you to connect to local employers. It may have led you to become a student who took on leadership roles. But more importantly, it led you to today, commencement. And this is a milestone of which you should be very proud. It's a significant graduation for me because as the class of 2017, you were my first graduating class as president of Aiken Technical College. And this reaffirms what Aiken Technical College is all about. We are here for the communities and the people of Aiken County to help improve the educational attainment and the workforce development of our region so that South Carolina can continue to prosper. It helps reinforce why I've been in the technical college system for 20 years. And I noted at the earlier graduation that I found out and remembered that today, May 9th, was the day I graduated from the College of Charleston back in 1993. And 24 years ago, if somebody had told me I'd be the president of a college, I would have laughed at them. But our mantras are start here, succeed anywhere, and that your goals are within reach. So there is no telling where you will be 24 years from now. So keep that in mind because the journey's just ahead of you. So let's take a moment to applaud you for sticking to your goals and your major milestone today. Now, graduates, I'm going to ask you to pretend like you're in a Methodist church and stand up for a second. That's for Reverend McClendon, ups and downs. There's an important group here that has supported you through your efforts. It's your friends and your family and other loved ones. So please take a chance and look around and give them a round of applause for the support they've given you to make you a success. All the blood, sweat, tears, money, support, babysitting, all that stuff that they did to help you has paid off. So you may be seated now. Thank you. Another group that we think we need to really acknowledge, because if it weren't for them, you really wouldn't be here, and that is the faculty and staff of Aiken Technical College. This evening, the faculty were led in procession by the president of our faculty assembly, Bruce McCord, followed by the dean of general education and university transfer, Father Gregory Rogers, the dean of health sciences, Dr. Cinder Walton, the dean of technical education, Dr. Raghu Kanakala, the dean of business, computer technology and training, Dr. Stephen Simmons, and the dean of learning and teaching, Dr. Jacqueline Georgie. To our faculty and staff, I appreciate your dedication to the sharing of your knowledge with our students, and most importantly, through your instruction, caring support, and guidance, and the staff members who helped you navigate what it meant to get into college, stay in college, and get out of college. I think that's extremely important that we acknowledge their contributions to your success tonight. So let's give them a round of applause. At this time, I would like to recognize the members of our platform party, which includes representatives of our college commission, foundation, and the executive leadership team. Please stand as you are introduced. First, I'm pleased to introduce our commissioners, who are appointed by the governor of South Carolina and volunteer their time and talents and help play an instrumental role in guiding Aiken Technical College. At this time, I would like to recognize members, including Mr. Carlos Garcia, Mr. Joe Lewis, and Mr. Bill Windley, all of whom are our area commissioners. Thank you. It is also a pleasure for me to welcome Dr. Tim Hardy, president of the South Carolina Technical College System, who is also on stage and will provide the commencement address. I would like to also recognize his wife, Mrs. Tammy Hardy, the strong woman behind a great man, and we thank you for being here tonight. She's also been, we're going to hire her. She was directing people how to get into graduation. She just stepped right in and helped. Also on the stage is Reverend Dr. Timothy McClendon of St. John's United Methodist Church, who offered the invocation a few moments ago, and Mr. Christopher Dixon, the chairman of the ATC Foundation. So thank you. Members of our executive leadership team include Dr. Gemma Frock, Vice President of Education and Training, Mr. Andy Jordan, Vice President of Administrative Services, and Dr. Vincent Burdett, Vice President of Enrollment Management. Please join me in welcoming our honored guests. I will ask for an indulgence. This is your night, but at the earlier ceremony, we did honor two of our own employees, one faculty member and one staff member, and each recipient received a plaque and a $500 check from the Aiken Technical College Foundation. And I want to thank Mr. Dixon for assisting me in recognizing those winners at the earlier ceremony. We will first recognize our 2017 Staff Member of the Year, Mr. Stanley Dix. Mr. Dix is in the back room there working as we speak in the blue shirt. Mr. Dix is a familiar face on campus and is known for being friendly and courteous to all. He always keeps the college's best interests at heart, and he is on top of everything regarding supplying, shipping, and receiving, and make sure that everything stays and runs smoothly on this campus. I mentioned at the earlier session that for a president, it's good to have a good executive staff who takes care of things when I'm off campus, but it's good to have Mr. Dix here to keep an eye on the executive staff when I'm off campus. Our Faculty Member of the Year is Mr. Stephen White, business instructor. Mr. White is described as going over and beyond for the students. He's dedicated to making sure they acquire the skills they need to be successful and is willing to go the extra mile to make sure they understand those more challenging concepts. He was instrumental in our success for our family giving campaign, which this year, for the first time in the history of the college, had 100% participation. I said that I was going to be giving, but I gave more because he kept bothering me, and I just finally told him to go away. I'll give you whatever you want. And we're actually going to probably have you go into recruitment and retention and have that same impact with students. So we appreciate that. Again, Mr. White, thank you. It is now my pleasure to welcome our commission chairman, Mr. Carlos Garcia, to the podium to introduce our distinguished speaker. Thank you.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to introduce to you someone who is a strong advocate for technical education in South Carolina and someone who has spent his career dedicated to education both at the K through 12 level and at the collegiate level. Dr. Tim Hardy currently serves as the president of the South Carolina Technical College System, which is comprised of the 16 technical colleges in South Carolina. Dr. Hardy has over 30 years of experience in education through the state of South Carolina. Before taking the helm of the system, he served as president of Central Carolina Technical College. He has also served as teacher, coach, counselor, and principal at the K through 12 level. Dr. Hardy graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology from Coastal Carolina University, a Master's of Education in Counselor Education, and a Doctorate of Educational Administration from the University of South Carolina. Dr. Hardy has served on numerous boards and councils dedicated to furthering the community and the state through education, workforce development, and economic development. He is a graduate of Leadership South Carolina and the South Carolina Economic Developers Program. Dr. Hardy was presented the Coastal Carolina University Outstanding Alumni Award and the Sumter Chamber of Commerce Outstanding Achievement Award. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Tim Hardy, President of the South Carolina Technical College System.
Good evening. Let's try that one more time. Good evening. There, no, we're connecting now. Okay. And I would offer my congratulations to the Aiken Technical College class of 2017. Also on this important day, I'd like to congratulate President Mahan, the area commissioners, administrators, as well as the faculty and staff that have done such a fine job working with each of these students. In addition, with such a large crowd, I'd like to take a moment to congratulate the parents, family members, and friends of the graduates. I'm excited to be here with you. Now for the graduates, in about 10 years, you'll be sitting around with some friends talking about being a graduate of Aiken Technical College. Chances are one of your friends will comment about the graduation ceremony. Now a third of you, the third that has a really great memory, will say, I remember that day. We had the speaker from the State Technical College system. You remember him, don't you? The old guy with the mustache. And then the other third will say, I remember graduation, but I can't for the life of me remember who spoke at graduation. Then the last third. You'll think for a minute and then say, was I at graduation? Now, all joking aside, I can say that having the opportunity to speak to this group of graduates is one of the honors of having the opportunity to serve as president of the South Carolina Technical College system. Each year we educate and train nearly 250,000 South Carolinians at our 16 technical colleges across the state. In fact, we educate more undergraduates than all of the other public colleges and universities in South Carolina. That's a lot of students. And regardless of which third you may be in, I congratulate you on completing your journey here at Aiken Technical College. Now's the time when I'm supposed to impart some words of wisdom that you can take with you on your next part of your life journey. So in an attempt to up my odds that maybe more than a third of you will remember me, I thought I'd use a universal language, music. We all have certain genres of music that we like. We have our favorite artists and our favorite songs, and they're our favorites because they speak to us on some level. They may bring us peace, they may make us happy, or they might actually remind us of something special in our lives. I'm planning to share with you some lyrics that I hope will speak to you on this special occasion and bring with them some good lessons. Now the good news is I'm not going to be singing the lyrics tonight. So take for instance one of my all-time favorites, Stevie Wonder, and his song, For Once in My Life. I think the words go something like, for once I can say this is mine, you can't take it. Well, you can definitely say that today. This day, this degree, diploma, certificate that you've earned, it's yours. No one can take it away. But learning doesn't just stop here today. I know the term lifelong learner sounds a bit cliche, but it's actually true. You should always be learning after today. You learn from others, you learn from yourself, and you'll find that you actually learn from your mistakes. And as John Michael Montgomery puts it so well, life's a dance. You learn as you go. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow. Not only are you always learning, but you have to be aware of when it's time to lead and when it's time to sit back and follow. It's important to realize that you don't always have to be at the head of the pack, charging forward, listening, observing, taking away small nuggets of knowledge that help to prepare you for when it's your time to lead. Listening and learning will make you a better leader. Another good one is from the king of pop, Michael Jackson. On his album, Man in the Mirror, he says, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could be any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. All effective change has to start from within. Think about it. How many times has this been proven over your lifetime? Maybe your parents hounded you to make good grades. Maybe all your friends started working out, eating healthy, exercising, and pestered you to do the same. Maybe a teacher encouraged you to go on to college. But when did it actually happen? It only happened when you decided you wanted to do it yourself. When deep inside you decided it was time to make that change. Now, changes can have a huge impact on you and others. You need to make them count. When I'm looking out into the audience and even the graduates, there's an interesting piece where we have young, old, such a diverse group that we have here. And an interesting artist to me is Bob Dylan. He was recognized as the 2016 Nobel Peace Prize winner for his lifelong literary talents. In his song, Forever Young, Dylan says, "May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others, and may others do for you. May you build your ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. May you stay forever young." As you leave Aiken Technical College, always remember to do for others. As you leave Aiken Technical College, there will definitely be other mountains to climb. Take it one rung at a time until you reach the top of that mountain. We all want to be forever young, not just in age, but in how we approach life. Try new adventures, meet new people, set new goals for yourself, and make sure that you hang on to the enthusiasm for life. But what happens after tonight, after graduation from Aiken Technical College? Each of you will have opportunities in the future to achieve your goals. How do you find success in the future? Listen carefully. This is the good part of the speech coming up. The key to future success is small deposits of time over time. If you want success in your future educational pursuits, you need small deposits of time over time spent studying. If you want success in your relationship with loved ones, you need small deposits of time over time committed to those loved ones. And if you want future success in your chosen career field, you need small deposits of time over time doing your job well. A bright and successful future will come from committing the time necessary to reach your goals. Now, obviously, today is an important day for you. You've accomplished a lot, but there's still more to do, so I leave you with these final lyrics from the Queen Bee herself, Beyonce, and her song, "I Was Here." I want to leave my footprints on the sands of time. Know there was something that meant something that I left behind. When I leave this world, I'll leave no regrets. Leave something to remember so they won't forget. So that's my challenge for you today. Make an impact. Mean something in someone's life. You can each achieve small, great things that make a huge difference. I encourage each of you that are graduating tonight to be remarkable, because as I look out at you tonight, that's what I see. A room full of potential, a room full of greatness, a room that in the future will represent Aiken Technical College well, and a room that eventually will represent the state of South Carolina well. Congratulations to the Aiken Technical College class of 2017. I do thank you for allowing me to be a part of the day, and congratulations, and may God bless each one of you in the future.
Well, Dr. Hardy, I want you to stay put for just 1 second. We'd like to give you a gift to thank you for your service to the technical college system and for being our commencement speaker. This is his second time around. He's given this speech twice. We're going through this again, and I was impressed, and everybody was impressed that he used Beyonce. Some people asked where was Taylor Swift, but you know, after doing this speech twice, I'm surprised he didn't quote Jimmy Buffett and say it's 5 o'clock somewhere. But nonetheless, we thank you for your service.
I appreciate it.
And for the record, that gift is not going to get him to 5 o'clock somewhere, okay? Now it's the time that we have been all waiting for. It's going to be the presentation of our graduates. So it is my pleasure to welcome Dr. Gemma Frock, Vice President of Education and Training, who will present the graduates.
Students, will you please stand? Dr. Mahan, it is my honor on behalf of the faculty of Aiken Technical College to affirm to you that the students standing before you have met the academic requirements for their program of study as approved by the Aiken County Commission on Technical and Comprehensive Education for the academic year 2016-2017. Dr. Mahan, my pleasure, the class of 2017.
By the power vested in me by the State Board for Technical and Comprehensive Education, I now confer upon each of you the appropriate degree, diploma, or certificate. Congratulations on this life-changing achievement. Now Dr. Burdett, Dr. Frock, and Mr. Garcia will assist me in presenting the awards to our graduates.
Brianna Brooke Browning, Associate in Applied Science, General Technology, Paramedic.
Congratulations.
Kirby Lynn Eckleberry, Associate in Applied Science, General Technology, Paramedic. Stephen Michael Farina, Associate in Applied Science, General Technology, Paramedic. Anthony James, Associate in Applied Science, General Technology, Paramedic. Gregory Chase Thurmond, Associate in Applied Science, General Technology, Paramedic. Melanie K. Wall, Associate in Applied Science, General Technology, Paramedic. Laura Beth Glover, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Colleen Page Hill, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Arthur James King, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Leah Nicole Preston, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Amber Nicole Richardson, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Brittany K. Smith, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Megan Delaney Swarthout, Associate in Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Dustin G. Ray, Associate in Applied Science, Electronics Technology. Anthony Thomas Vito DeStasio, Associate in Applied Science, General Technology.
Congratulations.
Robert Quackenbush, Associate in Applied Science, Engineering Graphics. Lee K. Williams, Associate in Applied Science, Engineering Graphics. Brent Edward Bonner, Associate in Applied Science, General Technology, HVAC. Bradley Douglas Temple, Associate in Applied Science, General Technology, HVAC. Alex Zambrano, Associate in Applied Science, General Technology, HVAC. Cassandra Blair Barron, Associate in Applied Science, General Technology, Welding. Mark Anthony Boyer II, Associate in Applied Science, General Technology, Welding. Pernell Corbett Jr., Associate in Applied Science, General Technology, Welding. Darian Zabriel Davis, Associate in Applied Science, General Technology, Welding. Christopher N. Miller, Associate in Applied Science, General Technology, Welding. Emily Kiana Price, Associate in Applied Science, General Technology, Welding. Mark A. Thomas, Associate in Applied Science, General Technology, Welding. Cody Thomas Barker, Associate in Applied Science, Industrial Maintenance Technology. Michael J. Craig Jr., Associate in Applied Science, Industrial Maintenance Technology. Caleb L. Dyer, Associate in Applied Science, Industrial Maintenance Technology. Michael D. Herndon, Associate in Applied Science, Industrial Maintenance Technology. Jatavius D. Hines, Associate in Applied Science, Industrial Maintenance Technology. Shannon Jimmy Lamora, Associate in Applied Science, Industrial Maintenance Technology. Joseph Tyler Smith, Associate in Applied Science, Industrial Maintenance Technology. Mally R. Addison III, Associate in Applied Science, Radiation Protection Technology. Ariana Marie Baker, Associate in Applied Science, Radiation Protection Technology. Zachary Lee Brown, Associate in Applied Science, Radiation Protection Technology. Ashley Nicole Burkhalter, Associate in Applied Science, Radiation Protection Technology. Brittany Lauren Croft, Associate in Applied Science, Radiation Protection Technology. Robert Lionel Green Jr., Associate in Applied Science, Radiation Protection Technology. Jessica Sparks Harmon, Associate in Science, Associate in Arts, Associate in Applied Science, Radiation Protection Technology. Victoria Lee Hudson, Associate in Applied Science, Radiation Protection Technology. Jason Edward Lopez, Associate in Science, Associate in Arts, Associate in Applied Science, Radiation Protection Technology. Claudia Milana Sewell, Associate in Applied Science, Radiation Protection Technology. Jessica Denise Sheely, Associate in Applied Science, Radiation Protection Technology. Chantel L. Boyd, Diploma in Applied Science, Expanded Duty Dental Assisting. Jordan Brooke Chapman, Diploma in Applied Science, Expanded Duty Dental Assisting. Christina Conaway, Diploma in Applied Science, Expanded Duty Dental Assisting. Crystal Demetric Holmes, Diploma in Applied Science, Expanded Duty Dental Assisting. Michaela Danielle Jackson, Diploma in Applied Science, Expanded Duty Dental Assisting. Bridget Easter Jenkins, Diploma in Applied Science, Expanded Duty Dental Assisting. Jamie Lee Lewis, Diploma in Applied Science, Expanded Duty Dental Assisting. Haley Ashton Penn, Diploma in Applied Science, Expanded Duty Dental Assisting. Gabriella Rose Zamora, Diploma in Applied Science, Expanded Duty Dental Assisting. Suli E. Delgadillo, Diploma in Applied Science, Major in Surgical Technology. Aaliyah Denise Gardner, Diploma in Applied Science, Surgical Technology. Alicia McCall Hanna, Diploma in Applied Science, Surgical Technology. Brittany Hyman, Diploma in Applied Science, Surgical Technology. Ashley Brielle Kent, Diploma in Applied Science, Surgical Technology. Shaniqua Hawthorne Leverett, Diploma in Applied Science, Surgical Technology. Lucretia Sue Roth, Diploma in Applied Science, Surgical Technology. Charlize Kane, Medical Assistant Certificate. Tiffany Ann Crawford, Medical Assistant Certificate. Percy Lynette Davis, Medical Assistant Certificate. Yahira Escalara, Medical Assistant Certificate. Scholar Fox, Medical Assistant Certificate. Nashara M. James, Medical Assistant Certificate. Melissa Irene Kersey, Medical Assistant Certificate. Nyasia LaShawn Mack, Medical Assistant Certificate. Brittany Renee McCoy, Medical Assistant Certificate. Lindsay Ann Newman, Medical Assistant Certificate. Cheyenne Sierra Sarka, Medical Assistant Certificate. Leanne Gibson Smith, Medical Assistant Certificate. Brenda Emerald Treadaway, Medical Assistant Certificate. Angela Victoria Wright, Medical Assistant Certificate. Stephanie Lynn Wilds, Medical Assistant Certificate. Crystal Marilyn Burkhalter, Associate in Arts, Patient Care Assistant Certificate. Amber Nicole Clayton, Patient Care Assistant Certificate.
Congratulations.
Brianna Nina Johnson, Patient Care Assistant Certificate. Sylvia K. Corte, Patient Care Assistant Certificate.
Congratulations.
Shanice Monet Mack, Patient Care Assistant Certificate. Tanika Siobhan O'Connor, Patient Care Assistant Certificate. Ruby Ellen Strawbridge, Patient Care Assistant Certificate. Latavia Decadra Boyd, Pharmacy Technician Certificate. Crystal Vonche Bush, Pharmacy Technician Certificate. Brittany E. Davis, Pharmacy Technician Certificate. Jocelyn Alto Elliott, Pharmacy Technician Certificate. Betty C. Gibson, Pharmacy Technician Certificate.
Congratulations.
Agnes M. Melindo, Pharmacy Technician Certificate. April W. Ramos, Pharmacy Technician Certificate. Nakia A. Roundtree, Pharmacy Technician Certificate. Jeremy Allen Damon, Occupational Studies, Machine Tool Technology.
Congratulations.
Teresa Nicole Alston, Nuclear Fundamentals Certificate. Akira Amishiana Jefferson, Nuclear Fundamentals Certificate. Shaquille Malik O'Neill, Nuclear Fundamentals Certificate. Robin R. Still, Nuclear Fundamentals Certificate.
Okay, graduates, please stand. On behalf of Aiken Technical College, I congratulate all of you. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and remember, you started here and you can truly succeed anywhere. You may now move your tassel from the right side of your motorboard to the left. Audience, I present to you the Aiken Technical College graduating class of 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, following our benediction this evening, our stage party, faculty and staff, and graduates will leave the gymnasium first. After the recessional, we invite you to join us for a reception in the courtyard to celebrate and honor our graduates. Thank you again for joining us on this very special occasion. Please remain standing while Reverend Dr. McClendon delivers the benediction. Thank you.
Graduates, may God's blessings follow you all as you find new journeys to travel. May you walk safely along pathways to your dreams. May God's gentle hand guide your decisions along the way. Make your passions true ones that you follow all the days of your life. May your hearts and lives always reflect God's love and truth, your faithfulness to each other, your faithfulness to your family, your faithfulness to your God and to your values. And may hope be a light within you and that reflects from you, that you may carry with you each day God's love, God's grace, and joy. May you have a wonderful life now and forever. Amen.